Do you think that the indifference curves discussed in the previous section tells us whether a given combination of good is affordable to the consumer? If no, what are the major constraints to the consumer in maximizing his or her total utility? Welcome to Bala Economics. Today we are going to see the budget line or the price line. We've started from defining what is a budget line or budget constraints, or we can say it is a problem not to consume much of a product. For example, to purchase the whole product at once. What is the problem? Or what is the constraint that hinder consumer to purchase different kinds of good as he's like. Indifference curves only tells us about the consumer preferences for any two goods, but it cannot show which combination of the two goods will be bought. Indifference curve cannot show this. So, in reality, a consumer is constrained by his or her income and the price of the two commodities. If price is much increased or if he has no enough income, that individual or consumer cannot purchase products as he like or the whole products. This constraint is often presented with the help of the budget line. This is our boundary. The budget line is a set of the commodities bundles that can be purchased if the entire income is spent. Or it is a graph which shows the various combination of two goods that a consumer can purchase given his or her limited income and the prices of the two goods. This is the line that shows our capacity. We cannot move or purchase above that capacity or above that line because it is our limits, our incomes that we have to purchase two products. In order to draw the budget line facing a consumer, we consider the following assumptions. The assumption is there are only two goods bought in quantities, say good X and a good Y, or you can say banana and orange. Each consumer is confronted with the market determined price, that is the price that is determined by market, that is price of X or price of banana and the price of orange, you can say. The consumer has known in the fixed money income, he has to or has his own determined income, what he has. Assuming that a consumer spends all his or her income on two goods, that is a good X and a good Y, you can take it as we said, banana and orange. And we can express the budget constraint as our budget constraints equal to, or our budget equal to, if we have, for example, 1,000 birr or $1,000, $1,000 can purchase good X and a good Y only. This is good X and a good Y. Then we can multiply by its price. Price of good X, price of banana times quantity of banana plus price of orange times quantity of orange. That may be 2 orange, 3 orange, and maybe 5 banana or 4 banana that our income can purchase for us. By rearranging the above equation, we can derive the following general equation of the budget line. Budget line equal with M, that we said our incomes, M over P of Y, price of Y minus price of X over price of YX. Graphically, our budget line is this one. Our income is for P of Y or for product Y over our income is for product X. This is our budget line, the ratio of this one that we can purchase. This is the boundary that shows our capacity. You cannot purchase at point B, but you can purchase at point A. If you purchase at point A, you have another excess money that left. For example, if your maximum income or your budget is 1,000, at A, we can say that is only we have purchased the goods for 800. 200 is left. So you can purchase at maximum. That is, at this line, you can completely finish your money and also completely you get your maximum product from two parties. At B, you are not, you have no ability to purchase at B because you have to increase your budget to purchase at that point. Your limit is this. This one is a line that protects you not to purchase at point B. This is your capacity. That is your capacity, the budget line. Note that the slope of the budget line is given by minus Px over Py, the ratio of the prices of the two goods. Any combination of the two goods within the budget line, such as at point A or along the budget line, is attainable. At point A also you can, and also at budget line you can. So any combination of the two goods outside the budget line, such as point B, is unattainable. You can't purchase at B, or you are unaffordable because your money is only 1,000. It is up to this line. If you go above this line, that may be 1,500 or 2,000. You have not 2,000 at this time. This is what is budget line mean. Let us take the example. A consumer has $100 to spend on two goods, that is good X and a good Y, with price of 3 for X, price of 5 for Y, respectively. Derive the equation of the budget line and sketch the graph. So we have seen the formula before. Our budget line can be, or budget constraint can be formulated as M is equal to price of X plus price of Y, we said. Price of good X times the price of good X times good X plus price of Y times good Y equal to our budget or our income. So now we can derive simply by using that formula. It is as follows. The solution of this budget line can be derived as follows. Price of X times X plus price of Y times Y, that is X and Y is quantity. You can take it orange and banana, or you can take another product, rice and spaghetti. You can take, or you can take teff and the corn, or teff and the wheat. Then your budget is like this one, your budget line. 3x, 3 times price is 3 times good Y or good X plus 5 times good Y equal to our budget is 100. This is our budget line. Then how can we sketch our graph? You can take it y is equal to 5y is equal to 100 minus 3x. Then you can make it y free 5y over 5 and 100 minus 3x over y. Well, x 5 and the 5 is already cancelled out. Y equal to 100 over 5 minus 3 over 5 times x. Or we can simplify it, that is 20 minus 3x over 5. Now you can get your answer. So at this point, to sketch this graph, let us give the value of x is 0. At this time, 3 times 0 is 20. You can put 20 as y. And now let us make it the value of y0. Then 3 over x equal to, or 20 is equal to 3 over 5 plus 0, that is 3x over 5. Then when we can reciprocate it reciprocally, 5 over 3 times 3 over x, 3 over 5, and then 5 times 20 over 3. Then this one is 3 over 5 times 5 over 3 is cancelled each other. X equal to 20 times 5 is 100 over 5, that is 33.3. So we can put at x values. At this point, we can draw our budget line, that is for y20. Then you know from mathematics, when the consumer spend all of her income on good y, we get y-intercept, that is 0 and 20. Similarly, when the consumer spend all of her income on good x, we obtain x-intercept 33.3 in the 0. That means when we put the value of x 33.3, the value of y is 0. That means we can sketch by using this. Using these 2 pointers, we can sketch the graph of the budget line. Recall that the budget is drawn from given price and the fixed consumer's income, hence the change in price or income will affect the budget line. Change in price. What happens if price is changed? An equal increase in the price of the two goods shifts the budget line inwards. If price is increased, our budget line is inward because it cannot purchase as before. Since the two goods become expensive, the consumer can purchase a lesser amount of the two goods, not like before. Now the amount you purchase is less if price of goods increase, and then the budget line is go into, or budget line inward is happened. An equal decrease in price of the goods, on the other hand, shifts the budget line outward or forward or increasing upwards. Because if the price is decreased, our 100 will purchase many products, so it's increasing out. Since the two goods become cheaper, the consumer can purchase more amounts of the two goods. You can understand this one simply. The other change in income. If income is changed, what happened to our graph? If the income of the consumer changes, keeping the price of the commodity unchanged, the budget line also shifts or changes. Increasing in income causes an upward or outward shift in budget line that allows the consumer to buy more goods in the service, and the decrease in income causes downward or inward shifts in the budget lines that lead to consumer to buy less quantity of the two goods. It is important to note that the slope of the budget line, the ratio of the two price, does not change when income rises or when it is fails. An increase or decrease in the price of the two goods, keeping the price of the other goods, and income constraints change the slope of the budget line by affecting only the intercept of the commodities that record the change in price. For instance, if the price of good X decreases while both the price of good Y and consumer income remain unchanged, the horizontal intercept move outwards and make the budget line flatter. The reverse is true if the price of good X decreases. See how it is changed. If only one part is changed, it increasing. If only one part is decreased, only one part is decreased, like what we have seen from our graph. On the other hand, if the price of Y decrease while both price of the good X and the consumer income remain unchanged, the vertical intercept move upward and makes the budget line steeper. The reverse is true for an increasing the price of good Y. So this is how change of one side or change of the price of good Y or the price of one good changes, increase or decrease, only that side is increasing or decreasing. That means inward and upward based on the price change or income change. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of today's session. If you enjoy, please subscribe and then share. In our upcoming section, we will see equilibrium of the consumer. Thank you very much.